Welcome back to Two Beards and a Bachelor. This is episode 7. We have a very special guest on tonight. We say that for all of our guests, but this time we actually mean it. We got all the microphones back into the actual studio. If you've never listened to the show before, feel free to go back and listen to the ones we've already recorded. Like, follow, and share the show with your friends. If you've got any questions, comments, concerns, tips, email us at twobandab@gmail.com. That's twobandab@gmail.com. Full disclosure, this show consists of a fair amount of explicit material and language that may be offensive to your mama. If that may be you, go ahead and tune out now. And with that, let's start the show. God damn it, he always does that.
What?
Alrighty, boys. He's like, he gets nervous and has to say something.
No,
All right, yeah.
Rolling right into it.
Two beards and a bachelor. This show's spectacular. It's two beards and a bachelor. Two thick, one built like a spatula. Two beards and a bachelor. All right, so we got our first guest. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself to our 7 listeners?
To your 7 listeners. Sure, yeah. My name is David. Work for delivery service. Driving the big trucks, which I'm sure will come out later in this conversation. I'm sure somewhere, some shape, some form.
The extra big ones.
The extra big trucks.
What are your pronouns?
My pronouns?
Zimzer.
Trailer.
Trailer. Yes.
Trailer. Long
Yeah.
collar.
Yeah,
FDR.
yeah.
Long collar.
FDR. Yeah. So I'm sure that you guys probably are going to make fun of how truckers talk to each other. And
Now we're a trucker.
So is it still the old school CB radios, or do y'all have headsets?
I just have a headset.
Right.
I have a CB, but I don't turn it on to run it because hardly anybody runs them anymore.
So it's just like a cell phone group chat?
Yeah. Well, we actually a group voice thing.
How many people can y'all get on one little thing?
We've had like 15 people on a conference call before.
It's a bit weird.
Conference call.
Yeah.
That's a shit show.
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious.
So in our conference calls, we go by names. What do you guys go by?
So
Needle dick.
Hey.
we've got let's see, low pressure. That's mine.
You guys still go by handles,
Yeah, we go by handles. Yeah,
but not on the CB.
right.
So see, the handles were designed for CBs, since you couldn't identify the trucker going by. You didn't want to get too much information out there, kind of like hacking, you know. But now that we're on conference calls, closed circuit,
Yeah,
we still go by that.
we still go by handles.
Love it.
How'd you get low pressure?
First day out by myself, flat tire on the trailer, and then within the first 2 weeks, I had a total of 4 flat tires between tractor and trailer.
Sounds
And
like
so,
another
Low,
freaking driver.
They
yeah, low pressure just.
they
kinda
called me
stuck.
low pressure in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because we stay drunk all the time.
No, it's because I used to have a penis pump.
Pretty much the same idea. Yeah.
They used to call Dustin tripod.
Tripod.
It's because I never quite fell down. I'd fall over, but not all the way down.
All the way down.
So I feel like
That's a weeble wobble.
low pressure's not good enough. They got to do better.
Well, they started calling me Giggles.
Okay.
So-
the laugh. of
Right.
course.
Yeah,
Infectious
of course.
laugh.
Yes.
Known this man for 17 straight years.
I have a story about my laugh, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was in the gas station pumping gas, and I was talking to the guy, of course, to the one pump over that I didn't know. And I started laughing.
Mhm.
And it was a fairly large gas station.
Mhm.
And from the other side of the parking lot, here come a guy that I knew from my church. And he said that as soon as he got out of the truck, he heard my laugh all
Yep.
the way over there.
Know who you were.
And knew who I was and started, to come over there and say, hey, at
When
the
we're,
gas
in
pump.
when we're in the building, I can hear you from outside.
Oh,
from outside.
100%.
Yeah.
From outside.
Like,
100%.
my antenna goes up. Hey, David must be.
Yes.
He took over for CJ.
Yes.
CJ,
Oh, yes.
he was the original.
Original. Yep.
When he left, you took over.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now the building's nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet. That's terrible. Going to the beard thing, though, somebody saw me out there in the yard the other day with the tractors and stuff. And he called me the Billy Goat.
Yes.
The Billy
Is that
Goat.
because he saw you from behind with your pants sagging?
No,
slightly?
but I did rip out a piece of paper out of my notebook and started chewing on it just to piss him off. Call me the Billy Goat right there.
Oh. So we all work for this
Package company.
delivery company.
Delivery.
Package company. So one of the beards in The Bachelor drives the smaller truck. I supervise those folks and dispatch those folks.
That's hard to believe, but yeah.
And David drives the bigger of those trucks.
That's right.
So you guys don't operate on CBs much anymore, right?
Right. Yeah, we don't. I have CBs, but I don't carry them.
Is there a minimum height requirement to be a feeder driver?
If there was,
There's
David Cole would still be loading trucks.
There's air in the seat. Okay, there's air.
Yeah,
You
most
can
of
raise the
y'all
seat up.
It's typically smaller, little, kind of like,
Round.
yeah.
There's-
not trolls, but what are the trolls? What's the dudes that have
I'm not helping you
pickaxes?
figure it out.
Oh, gosh, what are those
You're talking
called?
about dwarfs.
Lemmings.
Dwarfs?
Lemmings.
No. Yeah,
The
but
lemmings.
they're
in the
always
pickup.
known for like building stuff and being really
The
good.
Snow White and the Seven
Lemmings.
Dwarfs.
I'm telling you, it's
like,
lemmings.
with like Lord of the Rings, you have the
Hobbits.
no.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never had a wiener in my mouth.
I feel like there's a term for those guys. You have the elves, and then you have the.
Hmm.
We gotta stop drinking on these podcasts.
Yes,
My
you really
brain does
do,
not
'cause-
work as well. As it usually
Um,
David has got to stop providing the booze.
What?
Yeah, like we said earlier, Dave is very wholesome. Never,
100%.
never misses a
Drinking
church.
Drinking diet tea right now.
He's never He's never drinking a drop of alcohol.
But that
or
diet tea has
used-
100%
or used drugs in his entire life.
Right.
artificial sweeteners.
Right.
Yeah.
Voluntarily.
Yeah. I'm addicted to caffeine, I guess, if you want to say that.
So my point is,
Somebody
like,
take the little soundboard away from me.
Yeah. Yeah. Layton, open both your eyes. You're pushing the wrong button.
got one eye
my whole point is here. The funny thing is like these handles are meant for CB radio,
Right. Yeah.
so that the other people on the CBs who could tune in couldn't like dig into your personal information. They just know you as your handle.
Right.
They don't know you as David from
Right.
Clover or whatever else. They know you as low pressure.
They
Right.
call me tater salad.
They call me
There is a
Tater.
tater. There is
Yeah.
a tater. There's a he's
Short and plump.
yeah.
He's got eyes growing out of his back.
There's a let's see, tater. There's a red dog. There I've met 71, which actually, speaking of short, he's shorter than I am, and I like making fun of that.
Length or girth?
Both.
Okay. All right, cool.
I was gonna say, if Dustin was a feeder driver, we would now call him 9 3/4.
Yeah, exactly. Your new handle. Your new handle is 9 3/4. Yeah. Yeah. So.
That did not happen.
Jesus.
Just off the record. But yeah, so the whole idea of handles is for the anonymity of it, just for the banter between the CB, truckers on the road. But our truckers are all in like conference calls, so they're having Skype meetings, short of the video
Skype
calls,
meetings.
but they still call each other by their handles.
Right.
Whenever, half and half are from the same building, and they know each other's real name, but we still go by the
Of
nicknames,
course.
Yes.
which is cool in
It's a
your
club.
truck driver
It's a club.
banter.
Yeah, it's a club. Yeah.
But whenever you get out of big truck driver into the building,
Right.
I know one in particular.
Still
I don't know, the sloppy one with the long hair. I don't know his handle, but he comes in. He's like, "Yeah, Iron Man's about 45 minutes late," and I'm like, "That's wonderful. Who is Iron Man? Which trailer is this
Yeah.
Iron Man hauling? Because that's all that matters. We're still out here in truck driver land, and he comes down here in the real world, and he's like, "Yeah, well, Iron Man, he had a flat tire over here, and
Yeah.
old low pressure, he
That's mumbles.
he had a glad hand brake, and he still broke down in Greensboro." And I'm sitting here like, speak English.
The bad thing is, I know who you're talking about, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that's not how he would say it. It'd be like this right here.
David Jackson.
I'm pretty sure his handle is Dunlap. Mushmouth.
Boomhauer.
Exactly. Exactly. We- I don't know, man. We do the handle thing just to I guess just to keep us
Keep it alive.
Yeah, keep us laughing and giggling and stuff.
Now, in y'all's defense, I mean, y'all have only been CB less for probably in the past like 2-3 years.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
everybody, I remember them carrying the big boxes of CB to plug
Right.
into the truck up until just recently. But in the past few years, it's like you don't see anybody with
You had
those.
to carry those?
Yeah, they used to carry
Yeah, the
like
truck.
full blown boxes with CB and the radio and it all plugged in. And
Because none of
I
that
thought
was
they just stayed in there.
well. If you have an assigned tractor, you can take a chance and leave it there.
most
But
of them share
because of the trucking company owning the trucks, it's not your truck.
the delivery service.
The delivery service owning the trucks.
Y'all used to ride the bus back in the day to school?
No, I never did. Layton was on the short one.
Nah, yeah.
The
He had the
all-star on
special
the
driver.
wheelchair basketball team. Because they had CB radios.
No joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they still do. Actually, I think they still have radios in the in buses.
No air conditioner.
Come on, man.
So
Yeah.
I was chatting with them the other day. You know, I kind of brought it up to you boys maybe a little bit. We were thinking about having him call in to the show in the mornings
Right.
and doing like a little John Boy and Billy 5-minute rant just about whatever's on his mind.
Telling you, see so much
he's either
crap out
listening
there.
to podcasts
Yeah.
or just thinking, which I'd lose my mind without my headset.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
can't. I don't know how they used to do it back in the day.
I can't make it more than 15 minutes without trying to go to sleep.
Jesus.
No,
15 minutes, really?
So
Oh yeah.
that may be a new little segment of the Two Beards and a Bachelor.
Well, there's
I'm cool with that.
I'm talking about driving. You know,
I feel what you're saying. My headphones died the other day, and I go like 6
Went
hours
crazy.
without listening to music, podcasts, or
Oh
anything.
yeah.
which day are you referencing? Like 2 weeks ago?
Every day that I forget to plug them in,
So every other day.
pretty much.
So there's like they call it some type of syndrome. It's that the feeling you get when you're driving on the road and you see an oncoming car and you're not gonna do it, but you think like, what would happen if I just swerve? There's a syndrome
Just
like
turn it.
when you're on a cliff.
OCD.
When
Yeah.
you're on a cliff and you look over and you're like, what happened? What would happen if I just jumped?
That's the I hate my life.
There's
syndrome.
Yeah.
there's a word
No,
for
it's
it.
not that. It's a real thing. Like
It's
it's
a
just
word.
like
They
it's
Even
an
if you're
OCD type thing.
Even if you're not suicidal, there's a thought that runs through your head. They call it something. I
No
don't know.
joke.
Wow.
Have you ever experienced it?
All the time.
I've done
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Well, I know
I'm
who's.
scared to know where you mean by yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I'm talking about you
Go
dying like multiple times a day. No, I'm just.
He just said that he thinks about that all the time about
Right.
turning into traffic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm driving home then, big guy. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
about what if. No,
We rode
I
to the
want
studio together, and this dude's just sitting there saying he feels like turning into traffic.
No.
I'm gonna let you look.
I didn't say I felt like it.
I'm gonna
Oh, that's
be-
why David walked in just very
Scared.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, James Ahoy, dude. It's
Man.
like, what if I just hit the semi?
Yeah.
Right now? Like,
So-
fuck.
No,
I didn't know
it's
he was
funny
having
crap,
thoughts
like,
like that.
Jimmy used to do this all the time. He'd be like, "Look, it's a FedEx semi. Man, he's rolling too fast. Go ahead and go through the intersection. See what happens."
Let's see what happens.
Well, come on, yeah, let's see what we got.
I did see a FedEx pulling a set of doubles the other day that had
Delivery service.
Don't worry, the back one was empty.
delivery service. There was a delivery service driver pulling 2 trailers down the mountain the other day, and he actually did turn over. And
What?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that he was going too fast.
So you going through Virginia? You're creeping along through these mountains.
No, well, actually, the way I go is North Carolina to Tennessee, so I hit 40.
You're still gonna hit some mountains. Though.
Oh yeah. I hit Black Mountain, climb Black Mountain, and go
Is it
through
bigger than
Asheville.
the Black Mountains?
Well, it's been proven. It's been proven to be. You know, I mean,
We were almost late coming over here because when I went to pick up David, I was rolling through his neighborhood and there were 2 handicapped boys playing basketball in the driveway.
that's right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
and they were on the way back here.
So define handicap.
We should, I guess, paraplegic. So that's just the legs down.
2 wheels,
Right.
completely on both of them.
Yeah, and they had the rim, the basketball rim set at about 8 feet, nice and low.
Oh.
Hey, 8 feet. Don't be hating on 8 feet. I don't think I can dunk on 8
Did
feet.
you
squatting though?
Huh?
Squatting?
Squatting away.
They're in 2 wheels each.
No, but I'm saying you seem like the Paralympics where like the wheels.
Oh, you talking about like cambered?
I think they were
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
You're
No
like,
doubt.
damn, I
Like
wish
that-
I had
that's
a
like
little
the athletic
Nissan or Honda that set like
I
that.
see that's like the new style.
Yeah.
Is what they call offset,
Yeah.
where the top leans in and the bottom leans out.
That's a camber. It's
like
a camber.
sport
You still get it
series.
with offset wheels, but they just camber in just a little bit.
Right.
So you
it's
got to
like
think like the inner quarter of that wheel wears out about
Gone.
10,000 miles.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's a 50,000 mile tire. You get 10,000 miles out of the inner.
I was telling them we should pull over and challenge them to a little 2-on-2.
That's right. Did you see the kid dive after the ball?
What?
I'm
He
serious.
drove out of a wheelchair?
I'm serious. He like half dove out of his wheelchair.
What
before he
would you
caught
call
himself.
it? Like wheels versus legs?
It wouldn't be
I
sure.
think that was on an episode of American Dad. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know
Wheels versus
JB's.
Wheels versus the leg men.
I know JB's got a little athleticism in him.
Well, all I can
Not so
think
sure about the old DC
I'm a dribbler. I'm not a shooter. I'm a dribbler.
dribbler and passer.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
can,
get on the
I
defense.
can feed it to him. all
Hey,
day
I'm
long.
the same way.
Yeah, I can. Man, I can take the basketball through the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I'm only like 5 feet tall, but I can take that thing through the legs.
What
I
do
mean,
you
it doesn't
think?
take much.
So they would consider that a crossover. What do you think is a crossover move in a wheelchair?
Maybe from behind the back, like under the wheelchair, into the front.
You go around the back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just bouncing off. the
No,
defender's
I'm
legs.
saying over the back and like up through the wheels.
Depends
You
on
know
how
what I'm
much
saying?
feeling
Like
you
up
have.
through the wheels.
You might be able to like bank it off your pelvis if you don't have a lot of feeling down there.
All I can imagine is like 5-on-5. One guy goes to shoot it, and the dude just stands up out of his wheelchair.
slaps it.
Beats it.
Slaps it down.
Not in my house.
It's a miracle.
You got the guard coming from like 3-point land in and just like flips the guy out of his wheelchair.
Oh wow.
Up 8 feet.
They gotta have
Wham!
like, special things. Like the seats gotta have like a
Spring.
Yeah.
Go, gadget spring.
You hit a button, you're like, whoa.
It's got hydraulics,
You're right in there.
like the old school cars.
The
airbags.
surfers have the string that wraps around their ankle.
Yeah.
They can just pull the board back to them.
Yeah.
In case of shark bite,
That's so
pull the
fucked
board
up.
back.
That's
is-
so fucked up.
that's-
What are you gonna pull the wheelchair back to?
Back to you. And you climb up on there.
This
Oh,
is
my-
such a-
He's laying there in a vegetative state on the concrete. Like,
God.
oh, go gadget wheelchair.
What a horrible
Just
person
getting
you
ran
are.
over.
That's rough right there. That is rough.
Get off this subject.
Moving on.
I was telling y'all how I got my dang lawnmower stuck twice. So it rained. This past Monday.
Yep.
I was trying to cut because I knew more rain was coming. We already had like 4 days of rain in a row.
But it's cold at night.
Right. So I was like, maybe it's dry enough.
Yep.
I get stuck the first time, which those tires don't really have a lot of grip on them anyways.
Mm.
So I run across the street, get my neighbor, like, you need to borrow your muscles. He's like, all right, let's do it. Pull it out, cutting for about another 30, 45 minutes, get it stuck again.
Same spot or a whole
A
different spot?
different spot.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, and it was late, and I didn't feel like going to get them again, so I just left it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it'll dry up. Luckily,
No.
next night, it was supposed to rain Wednesday. So
Yeah.
Tuesday night, went out there and drug it out myself. Luckily, I had to spray it down, all that.
So I've got a little insight into this. You know, I've done a little landscaping professionally for,
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know, about 15 years, you know,
That's-
off and on here and there.
But I've seen him get stuck too. Don't let him lie to you.
No, 100%. I've been stuck in maybe 2 yards other than mine.
Was it me and you that had to hold on to the back of the reins while you put it in reverse?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I rarely get stuck outside of my yard, but I have a soft spot in my yard. I got a natural spring up in the left top corner up here. Right?
So it's like a low spot with
So soft.
it's just like a low spot
It's
where the water
moist.
gathers. Or
It's not even. I mean, yeah, it's a low spot, but it's like blackjack soil, and then the spring head comes out down there. So it takes a little bit of
That's the
time.
one he buried his Ford in.
Not even a little bit.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I did.
I was gonna say.
I did get a Ford on 35 stuck in there one time. I had to get a tractor to pull me out. Luckily, I'm out in God's country where there's tractors and everything. At any rate, I don't know, probably about 30 times a year, I get stuck in this low spot because I try to push the limits. You know, I'm trying to mow.
I can make it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I go fast enough, I'll make it through there. And then all it takes is that one side to get, you know what I'm talking about. It starts slipping and it's like, bloop. Because mowers have about 2.5 inches of clearance.
Yeah.
Until it bottoms out on the deck.
Right.
One more time. That's all you need.
You're cut off.
So it bottoms out on the deck, and then you're like having to pull a truck over there, pull it out for a while. I tried that with my F-150 one time. Got it buried. Had to get the neighbor to come over with a tractor. Pull the F-150 out and the tractor. And yeah, anyway. It happens. It's easy to do. Easy to do.
You must have got your lawnmower out of like.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
What?
Nice.
Making noise.
I'll cut that out. I can do that. Editor.
Time out.
No.
3 seconds. Go.
Oh,
I think you might have pulled your lawnmower out of someone's yard, right?
Trying to think of what you're referencing because you have a smirk on your face.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you sold me a blower that you found in somebody's yard. That's the best thing ever. I'll give it to you for $60.
I'll give you
This
two
mother-
for about tree fitting.
Here, I'll give you tree
I
fitting.
gave you that before. What are you
He's-
talking about?
The point is them picking stuff up out of the
The
yard.
one you found on the side of the road.
Yes.
Delivery service.
100% out of the delivery service. I saw this stack of gold while I was delivering. Went back there on my way home. Scored a blower, a commercial strength primer, right? Pruner.
Pruner.
Primer.
Pruner.
Did you just say primer?
He did.
Time out. Cut out primer.
No.
All right.
No.
Commercial strength pruner.
Leave it all in there.
Yeah, that's all.
A Dyson vacuum and a Poolon Pro chainsaw.
You know these people are balling if they're just putting it by the road.
Just be fair, like
No.
half the stuff you picked up had blow in it. You sure?
It may have had a little blow in it.
Like cocaine.
No.
Well, here's the problem.
He was at some
You know-
truck stop. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
exactly.
The
The
little
lock
stop,
lizard.
the little neighborhood I was in. It's like all these guys who want to be men, but bought in this neighborhood, and then they tell their wife like, "I can do the lawn," and then 3 seconds later they get out there and they're like, "Yeah, I don't have the skill or the ability to cut the grass, cut the trees, prune the bushes, all this stuff." So, long story short, they go out there and do it once, butch it up. 3 years later, they come out and all their fuel lines are dried, broken.
So the upkeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to pay somebody else to do it anyways. And they're like, whatever, we're going to do this. We'll just throw this out. They just need some new fuel
Yeah,
lines.
get that pot belly ginger to come out here. Take your shirt off and cut our grass.
Note to the listeners, I do not maintain any yards in Pineville, but whenever I deliver there, I can see the
I like how
results.
his note to listener did not reference the potbelly comment. You know, the potbelly
God, why you
ginger.
gotta be so mean? Bucket of snakes.
Yeah.
My wife loves a thick man. She gets mad when I start to lose weight.
So she cheats on you regularly.
Speaking of
Because you're
losing weight,
not thick in the fat sense. You're thick in the muscle.
She enjoys it when I thicken up a little bit.
James,
Yeah, but
walked,
you thicken up with muscle.
James walked in my house today. He's like, "God damn, you got fat."
No.
Yeah, it was a rough conversation. I was thinking about going back
my
outside.
feelings.
Well,
Hurt my feelings.
he referenced his
Don't you
his
don't you
girlfriend.
do it? Don't you do it?
His old lady.
Don't you do it?
That's what he
said,
says.
Man, she been feeding me way too good. I said, what you talking about? It's like I got every time we're together, we're always eating some food. Like I'm starting to get a little, put some weight on. I said, yeah, I did notice how your face is getting a little fat.
She's hoping that.
He said, "Just like that."
Yeah.
Face is fat.
Face
is fudge. Fudge.
It's because you shaved. It's because you shaved.
Yeah,
Peter looked a
Leighton
little
disappeared for like 3 or 4 minutes. We thought he was looking for a microphone stand. He's in there shaving his face
Oh
How to
my
make that look
for his
better.
photo opportunity.
We got
I
that.
can't be the Bachelor without a beard.
We got the video up.
For real.
Well, it's just looking at me. I mean, you need to turn the camera a little
No.
bit.
That's rough.
Have you seen the video?
It's on. He's got it on his
I
little
got it right
screen
here.
over there.
But it's a little bit of this.
Why you got your face?
I was just trying to see where.
Put your
where
hand in
I'm
my face
reference.
one more time. I'm
I'm
telling
about 3.5 feet away from this.
Leighton was telling us how him and his girl were getting a little hot and heavy the other night, and she burped in his mouth.
you. Oh my god.
Wow!
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that.
Yeah.
Timestamp.
Wait a minute. I have questions. I have questions.
Edder's note. Hold on one second.
Hey, question is, did it blow your cheeks up?
Yeah. What? Hey, my question is,
Like a blowfish?
did it taste better the second time? That's the question.
Oh.
Did it taste better the
Did
second
it
time?
mellow out?
Where do you
How's-
think it
how's
was
your
coming
penis
from the
taste?
first time? Right?
She said, after she burped, she backed up and said, how's your penis taste?
Yeah, that's it.
Right with that one.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
No, dude, we were hanging at our house,
It
and
happens.
obviously, I've told you guys. I mean, I don't think I've expressed very much on here of the mental way me and her can talk, and
About burping in your mouth.
no, well, I mean that's the thing. Like, I could just walk up and be like, "Hey, baby, I hope you had a long day, or I hope you didn't have a long day. Just missed you, burp." I'm like, "Okay, babe, fish him out."
Question is, has she farted in front of you yet?
No, but I've given
Not
up.
that you know of.
I've given up on that.
So you have.
Oh yeah, fuck. I gave up. I held it for like 3 weeks. The other night, I was like, "Can you just put your fingers in your ear?" We're in the bathroom.
I'm gonna poop on your chest.
No, I went in the bathroom door.
You wanna try the glass bottom boat?
The glass bottom. Oh,
Oh,
my god.
gosh.
My table's wooden, but we can still make it happen. Get
What is
the,
a
get the
glass?
saran wrap.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. Find out
explain
about
to
this
me
glass
what a
thing.
glass bottom boat
The
is.
glass
We've
bottom.
been there.
Glass
What are you talking
bottom boat is when a man lays underneath a glass table,
Okay.
and a woman of his choice
Mm-hmm.
drops a deuce on the glass.
Wait, didn't we talk about this last time?
Yes.
No,
We
2 episodes ago.
Yeah, it was a tame.
Oh, okay,
it brought it up
okay.
Very tamely, but that's how it starts.
All right. See, I thought you were talking about the glass tumbler.
Oh, so there's a lady from Tunisia. I think this was in the New York Post. Is where I
Did
saw
it make it
this.
that far? I saw it on TikTok. I
So
didn't see
this
that.
lady had to get rushed to the ER because she thought that she had a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection. It's very more common in women than men.
Thank you for that.
Well, most people. I mean, some people don't know, so I
Okay.
don't elaborate. But anyways,
That's because men wash their stuff so thoroughly.
Did she hit you?
Look at it. It's been 3.5 seconds. And I'm
Does-
Don't. I told you not to touch her.
Dustin got attacked by the cat.
Our show mascot is very aggressive.
she's upset.
She's pissed.
So,
She's
so
mad
this
about my
lady-
guitar case.
So this lady goes to the emergency room. She's having some pain in her nether regions. They do an X-ray, and there is a large object lodged in her bladder.
They thought it was a what's they call that?
Kidney stone.
Kidney stone. Yeah.
It was a kidney stone. So
Yeah.
when they surgically removed this kidney stone, there was a glass tumbler, a small
A whole glass tumbler.
small glass cup that was in this kidney stone. Now, I mean, none of us are doctors here, but the only way to get that inside is through the urethra.
Holy
Okay, see,
crap.
I was like, how do you move that through your urethra without feeling it? But they said that you could shove it a little lower
Slowly.
and then it would like kind of absorb into the bladder. Somehow, I mean, I saw something about that and I'm like, you can't tell me you're shoving that through your pee hole and don't feel it.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, what she was doing was she was using the same thing. Like if you listen to the episode where we talked about the guy that had 6 feet of string in his dick.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
way,
yeah.
she was slowly inching it. into
Okay, see,
her
I didn't see
urethra
that part.
as a sexual toy.
Okay. Yeah. Because that really turns me on
I-
whenever you got a, 12-inch girth tumbler
Yeah,
shoving
yeah.
your peel.
if you Google it, just Google it, and you'll see the picture of the X-ray, and that's when you'll start questioning.
See, I thought it was one of them little clip things, though.
That is crazy.
And then it was like, oh, no, this is a tumbler. I'm like, what?
It's huge.
Yeah.
And
Massive.
it was encased. It was in there for 4 years.
Yeah. And they showed the after effect. Like, they split it in half. And here's this, like, it's green by the time they show
Oh
it.
my
I'm
god!
sure it was clear whenever it went in, but it's green when it came out.
Why would you do that? Is the whole thing?
I don't know,
Like
man.
why?
There's some perverts.
I don't understand.
Wow.
There was a story. Friend of the family told me when she was a candy striper at the hospital.
A candy striper?
Yeah, like
At the
you know
hospital?
you know what a candy striper is, right? The little, like you're training to be a nurse and you go over there to the hospital, kind of volunteer and stuff. It's called a candy striper, right?
I guess
I'm
it's
lost.
like a
Like she volunteer, or
like
that-
you're in college.
yeah, you're in college, you get going to be a nurse, so you go over to the hospital to start learning the ropes. Learning the ropes.
There's a word for it.
There is a word. I thought it was candy striper, maybe not. I don't
That's
know.
probably just like a nickname.
Yeah, it must be. But anyway, like an intern.
And that's it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the
Okay.
like an intern.
Now I'm on board.
That's the word I was looking for. All right. So
And
right.
and so anyway, she's sitting there taking the guy's information. Guy in the emergency room. She's hearing a buzzing right quick. She's hearing a buzzing, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, and the guy said, "Yes, I'm okay. I just really need to see a doctor." Well, come to find out, the buzzing was an adult toy that went a little too far up the rear door there, the
So
anal
this
department.
was in his butt.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
Not in the-
it was still on, and she was hearing it buzz, like
So the
random
battery ain't
buzz.
run out.
Yeah.
That's a Duracell right there.
I'm telling you, that was crazy, so crazy. I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, I used to hear some sex noises back in my day.
This in your-
Other than the buzzes,
Where
what were
you
the
grew up
noises you heard?
I was a kid, man.
So this was coming from your parents' room, I'm guessing.
And I think I was about 9, 10. And growing up as a kid, your parents are like, you need to slowly eat your food. Like you'd be sitting there just shoveling in your mouth, just trying to get back to the TV room so you can watch Power Rangers or whatever's going on.
Right.
And you're like,
Go Power Rangers.
I like the pink one.
yeah, and it'd be like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm sleeping, and just from the far back room, I hear my mom and dad just,
Oh my god. Man.
I was like, what are y'all doing?
Like wrestling.
Yeah, I'd go,
Wait.
like,
Okay.
Mom, Dad, y'all gotta slow down. What's going on there? You just,
That is disturbing, dude.
Are you birthing an alien?
you're gonna choke on that mac and cheese.
that was-
Y'all gotta chill the fuck.
Slow
the F
down.
out.
Just because it's called Easy Mac, I mean you gotta do it so easy.
Like, you made me eat my broccoli.
They scarfing down some mac and
Well,
cheese.
that was going to be my question. Were you the kid that put his ear to the door, or were you the one that knocked on it? It was like, hey.
Oh no, I was the one that was like trying to break in because they locked it.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Picking the lock, and you hear this like,
Crack.
I want mac and cheese.
What are y'all doing in there? What are y'all doing in there?
Oh my god, that noise, dude.
I can't take the noise. I can't take it.
It's like, God, y'all added that Velveeta, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't melt it enough. Mom and Dad, you didn't melt it enough. Put it back in the microwave.
So awesome.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I didn't hear any sounds the
Never?
first time I called my mom.
Trying to be quiet.
Dad died in 94, so
Oh.
I don't know, somewhere around the 98, somewhere around there. I remember coming home, we were trying to go to Carowinds, and I texted Mom back in the day whenever texting was like a brand new thing. And of course, mom still lives in Texas. And me and my buddy Michael and his parents were headed to Carowinds, and we were trying to stop by the house and be like, "Hey, mom, you didn't hear my text go off, so we're gonna go to Carowinds. I'll be home tomorrow morning." Yeah, walked completely in on her and old dad number 2. Yeah.
Are you gonna be my daddy?
I found out that day. Apparently, he was her daddy.
Oh, wow.
Where were they in the house?
Oh, in her room. I mean, it was very couth. It wasn't like they were on my bunk bed or nothing.
So did like
The kitchen counter.
me walking into my sister? Did you knock and then walk in, or you just?
No, like I came in the back door and I was like, "Mom." Yeah, they didn't hear that. No, I just promptly walked down the hallway.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was like I don't know. There was something in the front door. So
Sock.
there was something guarding the back door.
Sock.
None sock. And
Is this charades right now? What
What?
are we doing?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what's
How old?
10, 11,
Oh,
12,
wow. Okay.
somewhere in that range.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what messed him up for life right there.
Yeah.
This is the way Dustin. This
Yeah.
is the reason he is who he is.
Yeah.
Walked in and
Actually explains a lot.
bright-eyed, googly-eyed, like, didn't know that could happen. Walked back out, got in the car with my buddy and his mom and was like, "Yeah, they're a little too busy, getting busy. Let's go back to your house." Literally said that, quote. Quote, unquote.
Can you remember what position?
Yeah, she was on top, he was on bottom.
Wow.
And was completely around, guarding, locking the back door.
Oh.
Wow.
Figuratively.
Yeah, figuratively
Oh.
locking the back door, making sure nobody intruded.
Wow.
That's
And yeah, 36 years
rough.
old, still remember that. 24 years later. All right.
that's
Oh,
So on that note,
that's why you're so messed up. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
on that note, we're gonna get some mac and cheese.
no, stop. Jesus.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back, fellas.
Oh, fellas, how dare you sexist piece of
Oh, God.
Man, I tell you what, Jethro,
What's that, Bill?
I'm madder than a damn hornet in a Coke can.
What's going on, brother?
And I got these damn tree stumps in my yard pissing me off.
What you gonna do about them?
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call Morgan Stump Removal.
How's that work?
Well, you just pick up your damn cell phone, give them a call at 803-517-4592. They'll come out and give you a free estimate.
Numbers are hard. Say that one again.
Well, I understand that. 803-517-4592. Ask for Scotty.
All right, then.
So, Leighton, I heard you got your girl a little bouquet of flowers. Is that right?
I did.
Yeah, not a boutique, but a bouquet, right?
I think that's right. I don't know.
Are they spelled the same?
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, man. And I did it directly from here. She lives up in Charlotte, and we're in York County.
Okay, nice, nice. So, what did you get? Like some roses, or
It was a whole set.
you just told him, "Give me the works"?
I called up there, and she's like, "What do you want?" I said, "Well, I don't know."
Flowers?
I
What's good?
was like, "You tell me." She's like, "I got you," and she rearranged a beautiful set, and it was delivered within an hour.
Dang, so they
Dang,
deliver
man.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good point.
So, what was this place called?
Flowers of Charlotte.
Flowers of Charlotte. So, Flowers of Charlotte, guys, has been around since 2005. They have, they specialize in specialty floral services, whether it be arrangements for weddings and proms, sympathy and funeral arrangements, corporal events, holiday events, gift and fruit baskets. Ooh, I didn't know they had fruit up there. Hand-tied bouquets, excellent customer service, and free floral consultation. And that's what you used, huh? Consultation. What do I get? We got you, baby. That's what she said. We got you, baby. These are expertly crafted and hand-delivered. Again, this is Flowers of Charlotte, obviously located in Charlotte, at 800 Clanton Road, You can call them at 1-704-910-1199. Again, that's 1-704-910-1199. Or you can get on the webs, the interwebs, at flowersofcharlotte.com. That's easy enough.
Yes, sir.
Drove over here in the Blueberry, which is the nickname that David gave to my little Nissan Versa that I drive back and forth to and work.
Because it looks like a blueberry.
Yeah, it's stuck.
It's cute.
People like it.
Yeah.
It's great on gas, and that's huge right now.
Yeah.
But so David is an avid Jeepster, is what they call it.
He owns a Jeep.
Well,
Jeep.
he owns a few Jeeps.
Jeep connoisseur.
But he's in a. Would you call y'all a crew or a gang or?
It's it's a gang.
It's known as a group. Although I was explaining the other day that it's more like a cult, apparently, which I didn't realize. It was.
Do
like
you
that.
wave at every GPC?
Of course.
I do my best to. Yes. Yeah. And really, I flip people off that don't wave back. That's really just.
It goes. He
Upsetting.
holds the hand up, and
Yes.
if they don't lift their hand up, he flips it around to a bird.
Got that right. Just it's a rolling motion right there. Yeah. So
It's like an avid Jeep owners club, and I would say drivers club, but most of these people just own them and pay for the maintenance on
wow.
Well,
them.
you know how
I drive mine. Well,
When it runs,
I haven't drove it in the past 3 months.
and why was that?
Because I sunk it in a really deep hole and blew the motor.
Okay,
He
okay,
sent me pictures. It was up to the fender.
nice.
Yeah,
And
oh
he's
yeah.
already got what 35.
Yeah, 35s
35-inch
with
tires.
yeah, about a 5-inch lift on it, roughly.
And it's a picture of him with his elbow hanging out, him looking back, and the tires are completely
Gone, just
You're like,
gone.
"Oh."
Tires are gone. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so deep of water. Let's say it that way. I
Was
thought
that under warranty or completely out of pocket?
honestly, it was an insurance claim.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Skills, son.
yeah,
Skills.
yeah.
Props
yeah.
to that.
It's good. It's good to have full coverage. Let's say
Blake knows
that.
all about that.
Yeah, let's say that. Full coverage.
There was a flood in Clover.
It was so scary.
It was so scary. The creek by my house was rising so fast.
It was so high.
So fast.
So hopefully,
So,
um,
but
hopefully you'll share this podcast with a couple of your friends, buddies.
heck yeah.
You want to shout out your crew? Do y'all have a name? Or
Yes, yeah. So we are on Facebook, of course. It's Carolina Chaos
Chaos spelled what?
with a K.
Kaos.
GAY.
Yes. I don't think that's right. I
How
don't know.
dare you?
I'll be honest with you. I've seen some of your spelling skills, Leighton, and
Oh.
I'm not impressed.
Oh!
Hey,
I'm
don't
not
be hating.
impressed.
4 Rangers for life, lady.
Yeah.
Slap hands.
Yeah.
Fucking Ford
The
Ranger.
way,
Yeah!
the we hate over there. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of wait is we hate. We hate.
Do Mustangs? Do y'all wave to each other?
No, we flip each other off.
Yeah, they rev at each other. Yeah, gas $5 a gallon. They're out there revving at each other. They might as well just take $20 bills and throw it out the window. Here you go. You just have my
Listen,
20.
Mustang owners are the worst people to be friends with. You
They're
pull up-
all dicks.
Yeah, you pull up, I'll pull up next one and be like, "Hey, Mustang," and they're like,
Yeah, exactly.
My Mustang's faster than your Mustang.
"Here's your mother."
Yeah.
I
What
was
you,
like,
see,
I
Jeep-
thought we'd be friends.
what you got under the hood? I got a Cobra.
I
You
wish.
just got a GT.
Jeep,
I wish I had a Cobra.
Jeep owners look at. I mean, they still go over there and wave at each other and stuff like that. But they go over there and look at the accessories somebody else has put on their Jeep and be
Those videos are hilarious.
yes,
You've
the
got
grunt,
the pink body glove
Yes.
hand on the mirrors.
the two groups of guys pull up in the Jeep.
Yeah.
They're over there grunting everything they say. They're like, oh,
And
as they're
like
under the
climbing.
zipper, climbing up on it and stuff. So that's
Ooh.
yeah. So it's
That's great. dude.
Carolina Chaos Jeepers on
Yeah, y'all
Facebook.
got now the terminology. He's like, hey, y'all want to go?
Jeeping?
Yeah, is it still called mud?
I call it mud
Mud.
or trail riding.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but some people do say jeeping. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We'll go
Yeah.
4-wheeler.
Everybody want to go jeeping?
You
wanna
wanna go
jeeping this weekend?
four-wheeler?
So, and there's a difference between my Jeep and a mall crawler. You know?
Is that just the big rocks?
No. A mall crawler is somebody that does
Go
all.
off the pavement.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pavement pounder. It literally, or pavement princess. You probably heard pavement
That'd probably be me
princess.
if I owned a Jeep.
Yeah. You
Never
spend
get dirty.
all this money with the lift kit,
You wanna
the
go
tires,
muddy?
the
No,
winch. Yeah, exactly.
These are
Yeah.
the guys that live in neighborhoods with 1/10 of an acre that have a Jeep. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I got a Jeep. I'm awesome."
Yeah. Never even know how to put it in full drive. You
David
know?
Cole's out here in the sticks, like flipping his over 3 times a week.
Exactly.
I love the stickers. Like, if you can read this, flip me over.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
I've got one.
Same thing when my first girlfriend came with.
Yeah. I've got one that says, "Remember, stupid, you got to drive it home."
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I didn't read it that day. I sunk it in the mud. Of
Now,
course.
I can't remember. Now, how did we give yours the nickname? Did I help out with that?
You did. Just like I helped you with the blueberry.
Right.
JB.
David's Jeep is like all black, but then it's got red accents all
Yes.
over it.
Yes.
And I was like, ooh, we should call it the Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Now it's
Nice.
covered in sweet stickers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One good thing my wife has is that Cricut machine that cuts the stickers
Nice.
out. So
And
I
a
can,
discount.
Yeah, and a discount mechanic. Yeah. The classic homeschool garage. Carport garage and
Now, I
stuff.
saw the wifey's got a pretty sweet Jeep too right now. Do y'all
Yeah.
ride together in separate Jeeps, or do y'all ride in the same Jeep?
It's according to what we're doing.
Right.
So we went to the Outer Banks and drove out on the islands.
Oh, she's definitely bringing it.
So
Oh,
you
yeah,
definitely
she-
drove separate and brought a tow strap.
No, well, I brought a tow strap, but didn't have to use it. But yes, we did
Nice.
take
A
separate
trailer
Jeeps.
then, with a winch on the front.
It depends how intense it's
Yeah,
getting.
exactly.
If she's like, I'm not getting my baby stuck.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
kind, okay.
I took it in the backyard. You were talking about your lawnmower getting
Right.
stuck. I took hers in the backyard
We're just talking
because
about
mine.
Oh,
Me-
sorry, taking it backyard. You're talking about wait,
Oh,
Jeeps?
no. Nope. We want him to share this with his friends.
Yeah, exactly. So
Not
we
going
went
there.
to. I had to take her Jeep in the backyard to get my trailer out, and raining so much. In full drive, it still spun out and left trenches in my backyard. But it did not
Blackjack
get.
soul and
Huh?
clover.
What?
Blackjack soul and clover.
No, it's like just crappy soul. Like
Well,
it's.
it's blackjack soul. That's why I got my side yard. That's where I'm gonna get my mower stuck. Much like you.
Yeah, is that thicker than white jack soil?
Slightly larger.
That's slightly larger.
Covers more acreage.
It leaves more trenches.
Oh my god.
So yeah, but we have fun. We
That's
have
cool.
a lot of fun.
I'd have to say the only thing I don't like about your Jeep is when I rode in it the few times.
You're
It's
racist.
got such a small windshield.
Ah, yeah.
When you're in it, you're just like,
It doesn't go nearly fast enough with the kids pushing it.
Hey, I put a it's messed up. I put a pedal commander on that thing, and it adjusts your throttle body via the computer. Not like a super chip, but it's
But
specifically.
that only works
for-
when it's running, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
but it has
you're
amazing.
speaking a foreign language right now. I don't
Oh, I'm
understand
sorry.
what
I'm
you're
sorry.
talking about.
Oh, sorry. It's the thing you plug up on your gas pedal,
Okay.
and it gives your gas pedal more response.
Oh.
So we're used to, say you push your pedal down 1/4 of 25%,
Right.
then you can make your computer think that it's pushed down 75%.
I get it.
Okay. So
I get it.
Which is helpful whenever your motor running at 50%. You can fool the computer and think it's running at 100.
exactly.
So when you're a 6-cylinder running on 3, you can actually make it home.
So I don't know if the listeners enjoyed it or not, but David was the mastermind behind the intro music. We
Amazing.
We kind of got bored or just tired of listening to the free kind of auto generated music, so we figured out we'd put our own little spin on it.
Right.
Now, what kind of music background do you have technically?
So my dad plays guitar and bass. My mom plays piano. So I raised up in a music house, and started playing guitar when I was about 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere around there.
Nice.
And then now most of the time I play in church. A lot of Southern gospel music. Of course, I listen to all music, and I can play just about all the music. But my specific thing is lead guitar at our church. And
your daddy's still the pastor, right?
yeah, he's
You guys have
pastoring.
one pastor?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it's a small church, you know.
So what happens if he's sick?
We usually have somebody come in like an evangelist to cover the service
You
or the
ever cover it?
the preaching part of it, huh?
You ever cover it?
I
You got a little background, right?
Yeah. I have covered a few times actually.
Do you see yourself in the near future possibly taking over?
I don't think so. No, not in a pastor role.
Big responsibility.
Yeah.
It's more of a calling than a
Right.
something you apply for.
Right. And
You were there though. I mean, like, you were there before.
Yeah. I was. I mean, I still do a lot with the church. I mean, I still do teach the Sunday school classes and.
You got the gift, man.
Play the guitar.
Let's just be honest. You got the gift. You got it.
I can talk just about to anybody, especially Leighton. You know, people like Leighton.
The unchurched. The unchurched.
Yeah, but for the listeners, Leighton is
that
still,
what does that
Leighton's
mean?
still in the room, even though he hasn't said a word.
He hasn't said a word the whole time. You know, he's just sitting there listening.
For some reason, he took his pants off.
Yeah. Might have something to do with that bottle you saw on the table earlier.
Well, while y'all were gone, we were looking over there, and I said, "Is that lotion he has on the table?" I was like, "Well, what's he doing in this room while we're not here?" And then I noticed it was paints, and then it made me ask that question again.
Right.
Is this wiener finger painting?
Yes. Yeah,
Do you touch yourself with paint on your fingers, Leighton?
Do I need to end this podcast right now? So I need to know.
So
No.
on that, on that note, you know, I do play. Last count, I was up to 13 different instruments on knowledgeable playing.
Is the
Skin flute? Flesh flute?
I already knew he was going there.
I passed that one to Dustin.
Yeah.
Meat clarinet?
Oh.
Yeah, I saw.
There's the top three.
I was able to see the look between you two, so I knew that was coming as soon as I said that. Yeah, exactly.
Can you play the brass instruments?
I picked up the trumpet a little bit.
Well, the cool thing is, if you can use that mouthpiece, you can pretty much play any of the brass instruments.
Like a woman.
It takes a little practice. I mean, whenever you get like trumpet, trombone,
right,
you can kind of get there. Tuba, it takes a whole lot different. Like,
oh yeah,
like you got to wear those
Flappy
muscles
lips.
in.
You can't have
Flappy lips.
You can't have bird lips like. Sorry, I had a little internal monologue with myself.
I think the hardest instrument I've ever picked up though was the violin. Actually,
Yeah,
the violin. It was.
That was actually fun for me.
You can strum.
I played that in
Did
high
you?
school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
All right, then you
That's
might
a whole
know
different
what's the difference between a violin and a viola.
Just thicker strings. Right?
So
I
I,
think
would
so,
be
yeah.
a violin, you would be the viola.
Well,
They look
that's
damn
like
near exactly the same.
well, that's like and that's the same thing with a violin and a fiddle.
Okay.
Is not the strings actually; it's the bridge placement. The bridge placement.
If you're going to play in Texas,
Exactly.
you gotta have a fiddle in the band.
Yeah.
That lead guitar is hot, but not for Louisiana man.
And that concludes the segment of instruments.
So you played the violin.
Yeah. 4 years.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
So you probably got like some recollection of that. Like if you put a violin.
I'm sure if I picked it back up, I probably wouldn't be amazing at it, but I could absolutely.
You could probably hack out a little song.
I can do a little something.
No,
I remember the
no,
first thing they taught us in. I want to say I started out in high school, 9th grade, and they taught us can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that's the basic for everything. But
Yeah.
if you give me a violin, I can probably pick it back up.
I want to
doubt.
hear The Devil Goes Down to Georgia. That's what I want to hear.
Full
Well,
fledged, like all the way.
I'll just slap you upside the head with the violin case.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, here's the devil.
My problem was going from a guitar to a violin because
What's the hardest instrument to learn?
The skin flute.
'Cause you
Well,
pretty
it's
much-
definitely the hardest.
You're pretty much self-taught, right?
You know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
He's out. He's done.
Oh.
He's,
You're 4.
me?
No, I'm
Blah
for
blah
it.
blah.
I think
Okay,
he cut me
sorry.
off.
Dustin's canceled.
Dust
He's
is
out.
canceled. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Give me that microphone.
I know you can still hear me in the background.
Such as physical talent, I think the saxophone was rough because of the mouth. It was all the mouth thing.
No
Still a
doubt.
reed.
I mean, that's a reed instrument, man. That's
Yeah,
woodwind.
it's a reed instrument, and just holding your jaws and lips certain ways, and
Let's just be honest. The clarinet is the worst sounding instrument ever. Sounds like you're murdering a cat. Now, a saxophone is just a bent clarinet.
Bent
with a little bit
clarinet.
of bell on it.
it's a little bit deeper, man. I love like some Carlos Santana, dude.
Don't get me wrong.
There's
It
a little
sounds
saxophone
awesome.
with his
What
guitar.
about Kenny G?
God.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love making music.
So, are y'all familiar with Mike Tyson when it comes to the biting the ear? You
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Latent
Yeah.
ear.
Yeah, a bit of ear of the night.
Completely off. Like
Oh.
You just
oh
nibble.
no. Okay. You just
Oh
nibble.
no! Oh, okay, nibble.
You
Yeah,
nibble.
She's like,
Yeah.
don't do that. You're not big
Hey,
enough.
Dustin, the cat's back, so she can bite your ear. By the way, go
Kick it
ahead.
in the face.
There we go.
Chicken scratches. Well, for the listeners or anyone that doesn't know, Mike Tyson used to be one of the most feared boxers on the face of the planet until he met Evander Holyfield. Now, he was getting beat by Evander
Right.
and just did not want to accept it and took a chunk out of this man's ear.
Whole ass bite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Clean through,
Yep.
chunk gone. Well, here recently, Mike Tyson has started his own company called Tyson's Ranch, and it's the base is just growing marijuana.
Oh, so it's not like sauce.
You muted yourself.
Oh,
Sucking on that damn metal dick he's got. Well, he just recently released a CBD gummy in the shape of an ear with a chunk bitten out of it.
This is a
Yes.
plea of cry for help
Listen.
from somebody who's hitting rock bottom.
No, dude, he's balling. Dude.
Listen, I had a picture of him on my phone when I was going to the gym, and I would like to say the caption that's on that picture applies to this situation.
What's it say?
Beef mode activated.
Beef.
Biff.
Beef mode
Beef mode
activated.
activated. But those CBD gummies don't have THC in them, so that's what they say.
I'm lost on all that. Like,
What?
is it the CBD or THC?
well, no, they actually
Rock your
got
It still does.
South Carolina doesn't. I don't think regulates like the new age weed selling.
Oh, it definitely does.
Does it?
Yeah. But the thing is, you can get like I used to put CBD drops in my coffee.
Well, no, not in CBD. They make something new. C9.
Oh no, something 8, G8 or something like that. But it's supposed to make you feel stoned.
What, dude? I slept. Obviously, you guys know I have horrible problems sleeping.
Erectile dysfunction.
Huh?
What?
All right.
Dustin is officially muted
Yeah,
again.
muted.
Go ahead.
I'll use David's.
He's muted too.
Wow. Got me muted for nothing.
No, I went to Madison's house last night, and she's like,
Delta 8.
Delta 8.
Delta
Yes.
8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, she had these gummies, and she ate a whole one, and we're sitting there talking, and like 30 minutes into it, she's like, all right.
God, you're sexy.
Well, everybody says that, no matter where you go. But
That eats this.
she gave me like a corner. I was like, just a tiny, tiny corner piece, like a little SpongeBob episode where Squidward eats just a.
I don't think any of our listeners are 8 to 10 years old.
Yeah.
It
So it was a tiny corner.
was a tiny corner.
Tiny corner. Okay, we're getting there.
And man, dude, I got the best sleep of my life last night.
What?
Yes.
Did you get some?
Yes.
Like you can dice it up in little quarters?
No, the whole night. I slept all night.
Okay, yeah, you need that.
Well, the thing is, everybody has a different tolerance when it comes to CBD or THC, anything. And when you eat it, it is processed in your body a lot different than if you smoke it.
Mm.
It's stronger if you eat it. But the thing is, but
Sorry, the cat's back.
Oh, he's gonna cut our
I
mascot.
swear to God, do not stab my cat.
But it all depends on your tolerance. So yours is probably down. Usually there's like a running joke that they come in the cage with like a teddy bear. And you can either eat the whole teddy bear or eat just the ear, or just the head. It all depends on your tolerance.
Right.
But apparently Leighton has a low tolerance. But I gave it to my dad, the drops, the CBD drops.
Yeah. You were giving it to your dog.
My dog
too.
for her hip.
Yeah.
And she had been limping for a while. And they have some that are designed for your animals, but it's just like a selling point. They're like, buy this, it's peanut butter flavored for your dog.
Right.
But I just gave her my stuff.
I can't spread this on my balls.
I used to put it on her treats at night, and the limp went away.
Yeah.
But I gave it to my dad.
It's usually what happens.
He would put it in his drink before he went to sleep. Sleep like a baby.
Right.
But if you
Did your mom say the limp went away?
I would recommend that you ask for the
What? What?
I would recommend that you ask for the what's it when they do the study on it. It's like a printout you can look at when they test it, and it'll show you the levels of everything in it. Because some of these CBD companies are claiming that they have this level of this, and it's all just they're lying essentially just to get you to buy it. But most CBD stuff have like 0.1% THC, so you could still fail a drug test. So just be careful.
Just be mindful.
Be mindful,
especially for somebody who drives the big trucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That drinks green tea.
Yeah, I had to sign a paper that said I would be willing to pee in a cup any time,
any random time.
So, y'all seen the video? Y'all ever had a pet snake?
No, my son wants one.
Does he still have the bearded dragon?
He does have the bearded dragon. Yeah,
dragon.
he's pretty laid back, he just chills.
That's what Dustin used to call his piece.
The bearded dragon.
More like a mustache dragon.
That's when it had scales.
But anyways, so my son for a little while wanted a snake.
Yeah.
Not happening. Oh, well, we can get the one that's not poisonous, or
he gets it from his mom.
The one that doesn't bite.
Yeah, Samuel got mad at me for killing a copperhead a couple weeks ago in the yard.
Yeah, copperheads.
What'd you use?
The shovel, baby. Yeah.
Flathead.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Little flat point.
Nice and clean.
Clean cut. Yep.
It's quick.
Yep.
Quick.
Wriggles.
Buried his
Bury
head.
the head. Yeah.
Yep. Buried his head right there where it laid.
Most of these people that get pet snakes think it's safe to get the ones that don't bite.
Yeah.
And most of the ones that don't bite are
constrictors.
Yeah.
Now, for the people that don't know what a constrictor is, they just will wrap around their prey and squeeze the life out of it.
Yeah.
But most constrictors will still bite to anchor the head.
To hold.
Their teeth are like backwards.
They
don't shoot venom.
But they do have fangs?
Yeah, it's like little small fangs. It's more than just two. There's like rows of them.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they clamp on and then they wrap around. And then in the next 2-3 minutes, you have no filling in whatever appendage is wrapped around.
Well, it's like they wrap around you and they're nice and tight. And then when you have to breathe out,
it constricts a little bit more.
So
that's where the constrictor part comes from. It's like Leighton's right hand with teeth. What?
A little bit at a time.
What happened?
A little bit at a time.
Yeah, so I saw a little clip. This lady's like opens the lid and they're like recording. And she's all like, "Oh yeah, sweet, yeah, hey, sweetheart." And next thing you know, she reaches in there and this thing latches onto her wrist. Boa constrictor. And in the next
big.
Yeah, huge. Like probably 6 feet, 7 feet.
And the largest part of its body is probably the size of your thigh.
Yeah, absolutely. And this thing's like wrapping and coiling.
Right
And she's like, "Oh no, it's fine, it's okay, it's not a big deal, not a big deal." But then the video goes on, and like 2 minutes into it, she's like, "Can you get it off my arm? Can you get it?" And we're like, "Hold on a second ago. 2 minutes ago, you were like, oh no, it's fine."
It's fine.
And this thing just keeps constricting. And by the time her fingers are turning blue and her thumb's falling off, she's like, "Oh yeah." And there's literally, you can see the blood dripping down onto the floor. Did you see that part?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the blood is all over the floor
What blood?
from the teeth.
From her teeth.
Yeah.
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 Get better.
No venom, but these teeth are just sawing away, and this thing's just latching on. And yeah, it kind of ends. It's pretty much like, "Yeah, y'all get it off me." I mean, she goes from like loving this thing. Imagine your cat. Imagine Luna. "Oh yeah, it's sweet." And then she latches onto your arm and like, "It's okay, it's okay." And like 3 minutes later, you're like, cut her head off, dismember her arms and legs, and get her off me.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
That was a
She would
video.
ruin your credit. She would marry you and ruin your credit. It's a long.
That's how vindictive your cat is.
It's a long-term thing.
She's too sweet for that.
Yeah.
Well, I had seen a video of a lady that used to sleep with her snake in bed.
Inside or outside?
Out. I don't know what we're talking about. Inside her house.
Inside
Inside her house.
house.
She's like outside of her body.
She's like, yeah, it was so weird. I would wake up in the middle of the night and it would be laid straight beside
Right beside her, yeah.
And the expert was like, "Ma'am, what he's doing is sizing you up to see if he can swallow you.
Yeah.
He's got to grow a little bit. He knows once he gets big enough,
He's trying to figure it out.
he's going to swallow you.
Will this thing fit?"
She took the snake to the vet, right? Because she was worried about the snake because it wasn't eating.
Right.
But what it was trying to get its system
Make room.
completely empty. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely one of those shows
Yeah.
where it's like, I have a strange obsession or something,
Right.
TLC
Right.
or whatever.
I like to get eaten by snakes.
So you boys hear about they just passed I thought as far as government works when they go to pass bills that it went from Congress to the Senate and then to the president. But here recently
Well, you got House, Senate, which is part of Congress, and then president.
right.
He can veto altogether.
Right. Well, this recent one with the daylight savings time, the Senate passed it first. And
Okay.
it was unanimous to get rid of daylight savings time.
That's ridiculous.
But now they passed it to Congress, which I thought
Well,
was
it's
backwards.
been on the schedule for a while.
Right.
They talk about it every freaking time change. You're talking about but it goes state by state.
It passed this time.
But there's like 7 states that passed it. You know,
I was going to say there's already states that
don't recognize it.
Don't
Yeah.
recognize it. I think Pennsylvania is one of them. I think
Right.
right.
Well, they were
Pennsylvania.
saying that even if it does go through completely, that it won't be until mid 2023 because like airlines
Yeah.
have their schedules
Right.
already.
They're already
set.
booked out. Yeah.
So, I mean, like,
I was just sitting here thinking it's going to take them to 2023 just because they move that slow.
well, Pelosi was like, "We'll figure it out, but after we deal with this Ukraine crisis."
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're selling that hard.
Yeah.
Leighton listens to
Pelosi eats macaroni.
Macaroni.
Leighton listens to too much Ben Shapiro. He always hates on
Mhm.
Pelosi's fake teeth.
I swear.
And their double-doored freezer. Their ice
Y'all
cream.
know who's the dude on Instagram that makes fun of? He does all the Kyle Dunnigan. Kyle Dunnigan. He does the face, the fake face. What do you call that? Deep fake. Does the deep fakes? with
Okay.
faces.
Yeah.
Well, he does one with Pelosi,
Oh yeah.
and when she goes to lift her hands up, it's always skeleton hands.
Yeah.
He's the one that did the Joe Biden. He's like, "Hello, my fellow Jamaicans." Like, oh,
He's a trip.
look Kyle Dunnigan up if you guys.
Oh,
never seen
man.
it. So I was watching a little clip of this reporter out in L.A. and he's on the corner. He's on this intersection. He's at an intersection where they have all these hit and runs, and he's doing like a little video, and he's like, "I'm here on the corner of such and such and such and such street,
Yeah.
and this is one of the most deadly." And right in the middle of his little segment, these 2 cars hit each other. Boom!
Oh, my
He's like,
God.
"Well, It looks like we've got a small fender bender here behind us, and the dude just drives away.
Wow.
Like right in the middle of a hit and run.
Hit and
There-
run.
He's talking about hit and runs, and they literally catch a hit. And
Catch it.
run. And the
So
guy,
basically, the Layton's past 13
well,
months.
the dude drives away, right? And right there in the middle of the street is his bumper with the
License plate?
It was my car.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you for coming on, David.
Yeah, man, it's been a great show. I feel like anyway.
And we'll see y'all next Monday.
We're here to give you guys some laughs every week, but we want to promote you, especially small local businesses. If you like the show and like the promos we do, we can spread the word about you, your company, or your business, and it's free. Send us your info and promo idea via email at twobandab@gmail.com. That's TWOBANDAB@gmail.com. Make sure to follow us on Spotify and share the show with your friends and even your non-friends.
Dustin, you have a sexy radio voice.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Oh, so smooth.
So smooth. Like Clayton's flat. Hairless.
If you enjoyed today's episode, give us a 5-star review, a like, and a follow on Spotify and social media. Today's episode is brought to you by James, Dustin, and me, the producer, Layton. Music provided by David Cole, and our sponsors are Morgan Stump Removal and Flowers of Charlotte.